साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's session. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, 16th chapter, sloka number. What is that? From where we have to discuss? 23.
27, Prabhu.
So, okay, sloka number 27 onwards we are going to discuss. And today is 16th February 2025. In recording, it will be continued actually. Otherwise, in future, if we want to trace out the time, then it will be difficult. Okay, so we were all discussing what was the reason actually why this Jaya and Vijaya, they are becoming asuras now. So the reason is what? What we discussed. Anyone remember that?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Because in Vaikuntha Loga, once they were discussing about the Lord's pleasure, Prabhu. Lord has all pleasure. He enjoyed many opulences, many things. But we have to see the Lord's Virya Rasa. How would be the Lord's Virya Rasa? Their desire is to watch a Lord in a Virya Rasa, Prabhu. How Lord would fight. And so Lord has arranged this through his plan, Prabhu. They committing the offense of stopping the four Sanat Kumaras, and they got cursed by the Sanat Kumaras, and they going down to the down to this world, Prabhu. They are getting down from the higher position, Prabhu.
Lord is full of rasas. Jaya and Vijaya being the servants, and they have so extreme love for the Lord. That's why they don't want to see any lacking in the Lord's heart actually. They want to see the manifestation of all the rasas. Now only one rasa is missing, they felt. That's a virya rasa. After fighting with competent person and defeating them, the one rasa manifests, that is known as virya rasa. And that rasa is now lacking in the Lord. It's not manifesting. And they cannot tolerate this being the loyal servants of the Lord. They always try to see the manifestation of all the rasas in the Lord. So for that sake, that's why, so they want to give this rasa. And they were requesting Lord, somehow or other, because Other species, they cannot fight with Lord and they cannot give a competition to the Lord. But Jaya and Vijaya, they are very faithful and loyal servants. They cannot become enemy and fight. But they are requesting now for the pleasure of the Lord. So somehow or other, we make us against to you, and so that we can fight with you and we can give this rasa to you. Then Lord being Bhaktavatsala, he doesn't want to see his devotees so becoming against to him. But here the desire is very high of Jaya and Vijaya's desire to satisfy Lord is very high. So that's why for that sake uh, they were very stubborn on this. So the Lord's Bhaktavatsala quality went down and they, so now the situation is arranged like that. Now by the Lord's will only they were that is the situation is arranged by the Lord. So now that's why even these Brahmanas who are always in the Atma who are Atmaramas, we can't expect any kind of anger in them. But now they are also getting anger and giving the curse. These are all actually is just because of the Lord's desire only. Desire means Lord's arrangement. Because of Lord's arrangement only, everything happened. So this we have discussed in the last class. So now we are going to continue our discussion further. So 26th. एतौ सुरयतरगतिं प्रतिपद्य सद्यः रंभ संवृत समाध्यनु उद्योगौ भूयः सकाशम उपयास्यता आशु यो वः शापो मयैव निमितः तदेव ते. Your main point is shapah mayaiva nimitah. This curse is arranged by me only. So now we discussed through the Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentary how this curse is given. The whole story we discussed. Okay. The arrangement behind the curse is now explained to all of you. Next. And also there is one more reason. Through this tat prakara sampadane. That means Lord arranged now everything to happen this. So and also he has one desire. Bhagavatah api icha ajanit. Lord also got one desire because rahasyasya prakata anuktir aho mahadaparada vaikuntadapi. That means if you offend mahats, that means devotees, person can fall down from even from the Vaikunta. So that we are seeing in this drama actually, in this whole episode. And this is actually is giving a lesson to us. We are all sadhaka bhaktas or otherwise sadhaka abhasa bhaktas. And if we commit the offenses towards the Vaishnavas, then what will happen to us? So just to make alert, savadani kartum, that means to make all of us careful about this. So this whole leela is going to happen, and Lord wants to see such a lesson should be given to the sadhakas. Okay, this also we can take. Now 28 sloka we are going to discuss and further. Yes. Have you seen the purport? The Lord stated that punishment inflicted by sages upon the doorkeeper giant Vijay was conceived by Lord himself. Without the Lord's sanction, nothing can happen. It is to be understood that there was a plan in cursing of the Lord's devotees in Vaikuntha. And his plan is explained by many stalwart authorities. That means Vishwanath explained. The Lord sometimes desires to fight. The fighting spirit also exists in the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, how could fighting be manifested at all? Because the Lord is the source of everything. Anger and fighting are inherent in his personality. When he desires to fight with someone, he has to find an enemy. But in Vaikuntha world, there is no enemy because everyone is engaged fully in his service. Therefore, he sometimes comes to material world as an incarnation in order to manifest his fighting spirit. So only just this. So Vishwanath, based upon Vishwanath commentary, Prabhupada is writing here. In Bhagavad Gita also it is stated that the Lord appears just to give protection to the devotees and to annihilate the non-devotees. The non-devotees are found in the material world, not in the spiritual world. Therefore, when the Lord wants to fight, he has to come to this world. But who will fight with Supreme Lord? No one is able to fight with him. Therefore, because the Lord's pastimes in the material world are always performed with his associates, not with others, he has to find some devotee who will play the part of enemy. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord also says to Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, both you and I have appeared many, many times in this material world, but you have forgotten where, as I remember. Thus, Jay and Vijay were selected by the Lord to fight with him in the material world. And that was the reason the sages came to see him, and accidentally the doorkeepers were cursed. It was the Lord's desire to send them to the material world, not perpetually, but for some time. Therefore, just as on a theoretical stage, someone takes the part of enemy to the proprietor of the stage. Although the play is for a short time, there is no permanent enmity between the servant and the proprietor. So the Surajanas, devotees, were cursed by the sages to go to the Asurajana as are atheistic families. That a devotee should come into the atheistic family is surprising, but it's simply a show. That means Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha is a show only. It's not real. Today we'll explain. You'll understand more actually. That is very explicitly explained here. We also discussed why the desire is there very strongly in Jaya and Vijaya to give the pleasure to the Lord. That is very explicitly explained here. The conclusion, the conclusion is that no one falls from the spiritual world or Vaikuntha planet, for it is the eternal abode. Note this point. The conclusion is that no one falls from spiritual world or Vaikuntha planet, for it is the eternal abode. You all should remember this. Many people, foolish people, they think that we are all coming from the spiritual world, but nobody came from spiritual world. We are all from here on. We are all in this material world from the eternal. Okay, you have to understand this. And for the sake of preaching, so we say many ways. And if you have many doubts, then you ask the Jivatma course. Already we did a Jivatma course. It is there in the Golok Vani. I request all the devotees to get a detailed understanding of what is the position of the Jivatma and what is the position of the Mahavishnu and what are the two kinds of the Jivas, Baddha Jivas and Nitya Jivas, and why we are eternally Jivas or Baddha Jivas means eternally means Anadi. Anadi means no beginning, means no questions. You cannot understand everything with your so-called cheap and useless intelligence. And it's the material intelligence. And we should not try to think that I can understand everything with this mind. So that's why so many people are deriving the so-called nonsense theories, and those are all completely useless actually. That's also another mental speculation. So whenever the word anadi comes, then you have to stop thinking there actually. And you cannot ask also why Lord existed when he started existing. Why Lord is also anadi. So you are not digging the what is the reason behind the Lord to exist. If I say anadi means, so that is the limitation is there for our material mind. And when you speculate, then you will be deviating the philosophy and you are trying to enter the area which is not touched by our acharyas. If acharya is not commenting on that, then why are you commenting actually? Who are you to comment actually? So that's why we should not comment on that. Wherever the even the Sandarbhas and all acharyas are in line and saying only one thing. All acharyas are saying one thing only. And in the conclusion, all acharyas are in the same phase and everything, everyone is same thing they are saying. Even in the case of Dev, no one can fall from Vaikuntha actually. Okay, so the conclusion is that no one falls from the spiritual world or Vaikuntha plan, for it is eternal abode. What is the reason? It is eternal abode. But sometimes, as the Lord desires, devotees come to the middle world as preacher or the atheist. So that is the Lord's plan actually. You and me don't have any plan actually. We are not in the books of Veda. Like Venugopal also is there. Venugopal and also all whatever the names. Saravani Mataji, Sri Vasudha and Sachi Prem, Kasturi. Your story is also there in that Lord's eternal associates we are. And we are with some reason we are falling to give some rasa to him. We came here. What rasa we are giving actually? Jay and Vijay, they came in the form of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha to give the rasa to the Lord. And where is the for us? So to come from the Vaikuntha for this by the Lord's arrangement. That's why it's clear that even Prabhupada writes in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 20th sloka clearly. So we cannot find the reason behind this. So because we human brain, present faculties are what? Our mind, intelligence, all are made up of with cheap three gunas. And using that you cannot understand the situations which are beyond the what? Beyond the matter. So those things you should not try to understand. And in this middle world, Jivatma is infinitely small and it is given with the so valueless actually. Spiritual world, if you compare with the spiritual world, our faculties, our intelligence, our mind, our senses are all are very limited and also very, very cheap actually. So that's why at certain point of time you have to accept truth as the authority. That's why Shastra is authority. Shastra is the pramana. And but I am not able to understand, Prabhu. I am not able to get the faith on the Shastra. So then, if you are not getting faith on the Shastra, then you should go through the course Shastra Pramana. You should go through the course. Another course is there in Golok Mandi. Don't take these courses so cheaply. Actually, very important and with focused mind. If you go through, then you will understand many things clearly. So there is a Shastra Pramanam course recently also it is done in the our East of Kailash Brahmacharis. So there also you can see, or otherwise it was done for the Chandigarh Brahmacharis also, or otherwise it is done in the previous courses also there. Any course you can refer it and you can understand, and so that you can get the faith on the Shastra. After all, faith of the Shastra, the faith on Shastra, which is endowed with the mercy of the Vaishnava, then everything can be accepted. Such a achintya things, inconceivable things. Anadi word is also inconceivable, that's all. Inconceivable things should not be speculated with the logic. No beginning means our material mind always looks for the beginning. But we are saying no beginning. But you want to know the what is that beginning? Are no beginning. What you want beginning? What is this? This is known as our limitation actually. Should understand the limitation. There are things which are beyond the mind, beyond the our understanding. But if I don't understand something, then I cannot accept. Then that is your unfortunate situation. Actually, if you understand everything, the Lord also should understand. Then only you will accept. With your logic, you want to understand. Vasudev is saying Tarka Pratisthana. Tarka doesn't have any value actually. Apratishta. Suteshu Shabda Moolatvat. Shruti is the highest power it is having. We should follow Shruti. So that's why unnecessarily speculating too much on these things, and we should not waste our time, and we should use for the sadhana bhakti. Next, Brahmo Vacha. Brahmo Vacha. Atate munayo drishtva nayanananda bhajanam Vaikuntam tadadishtanam vikuntam cha swayam prabham. Translation: Lord Brahma said, after seeing the Lord of Vaikunta, the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the self-illuminated Vaikunta planet, the sages left the transcendental abode. So we have seen here, the Lord was saying to these Brahmanas, boys, don't worry. This curse is not because of you people, and there is no offense from your side. Everything is arranged by me. Like that, he assured. Then after that, they flew off. They went off from there, that place. The transcendental abode of Supreme Personality of God as stated in Bhagavad Gita and confirmed in this verse is self-illuminated. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that in the spiritual world there is no need of sun, moon, or electricity. This indicates that all the planets there are self-illuminated, self-effulgent, and independent. Everything there is complete. Lord Krishna says that one goes to that Vaikuntha planet, he never returns. The inhabitants of Vaikuntha never return to the material world. But the incident of Jay and Vijay was different case. They come to middle world for some time and they return to Vaikuntha. Means after going to Vaikuntha, no return. But here, why they are coming? Jay and Vijay only for special cause. Bhagavantam parikramya pranipatyanuman Bhagavantam parikramya pranipatyanumanya cha pratijagmuhu pramudita samshanto vaishnavim sriyam. The sage, the sages circumambulated the Supreme Lord, offered their obeisances and returned, extremely delighted at learning of the divine opulences of the Vaishnava. So, Kumaras, they did the circumambulation with the Lord. Bhagavantam parikramya pranipatya anumanyacha. Anumanyacha. Pratijagmuhu pramudita. Samshanto Vaishnavim Sriyam. After understanding the opulence of the Vaishnavas and Vaikuntha, so these boys, they returned from that place. They went back. Okay. 39 sloka. भगवाननुगावाः यातं मा वैष्टमस्तुषं ब्रह्मतेज समर्थोऽपि हन्तुं नेच्छे मतं तु मे हन्तुं नेच्छे मतं तु मे. The Lord then said to his attendants, Jaya and Vijaya, depart this place, but no fear. All glories unto you. Though I am capable of nullifying the Brahmana's curse, I would not do so. On the contrary, it has my approval. Kumaras, they went off. Then what Lord is speaking with this, his personal servants, that we'll be seeing here. Just I have to explain little. I need attention of all of you to understand the topic subject matter. What here Lord is saying? Bhagavan Anugavaha. Bhagavan Anugavaha. Yatam ma Vaishtamastusham. Brahma Tejas Samarthopi. Antum Neche Matam Tumi. What he's saying here? Ma Vaishtam. Don't worry. No need to get any fear. Sham, all auspiciousness to. Brahmati the Samarthopi, I can counteract this Brahmana's curse. Neche, but I cannot stop this curse. Matam to me, because I also gave approval for this curse. That means it is arrangement. Srila Vishwanath, Srila Jiva Goswami is writing an extraordinary commentary here. I want to give exposure on this to you, all of you. Both Vishwanath and Jiva Goswami, both we are going to discuss. First, we will discuss Vishwanath commentary. Then, after that, some extra points you'll learn from Jiva Goswami. So, what Lord said previously in the 26th sloka to the Kumaras, actually, don't worry, this curse is arranged by me. And you people should not feel any guilty of this. And I am the person behind this curse. And my servants, one time, they were asking to get this pleasure, so that's why. That means which pleasure? That's a Virya Rasa. They want to become against the Lord. So for that sake, I arranged everything. So that's why there is no mistake from your side. You are all Atmaramas. Even in people getting angry is also not normal. That is also because of my arrangement only. So that's why, don't worry. Then they went off from that place without any hesitation. Now here with his own personal servants, he's saying like this. Jaya and Vijaya, see, you go to Martyaloka, you go to Earth planet. So, but don't worry. So when he said you go to Martyaloka, immediately they started crying. Virahavyakulau Shrutakritya Rudanto Viksha. So when he said, when Lord Vishnu said to them, okay, you both go to Martyaloka. Immediately they started crying very loudly. But immediately Lord's heart got melted actually. Mahavishta. Then immediately he said, Lord, hey, don't cry, don't cry. Ma bhaishtam, don't get any fear. Sham, Sham means auspiciousness. There will be all auspiciousness to all of you, both of you. Don't cry, don't cry. That's it. Yatam, he said, Yatam means go. Yatam means you both go to Earth planet. Then immediately they cried. Then after that, Lord said, Ma Vaishtam, Astusham. So may good happen to both of you. Like that, he gave blessing also. Don't get fear. Astusham. Astusham means auspicious. All auspiciousness to both of you. So, ito ma yatamatraiva vaikunte ma sevamano sada tishtam iti ma yatam atraiva sada tishtam iti ma pada ubhayatraन्वितं punaranandito viksha aha. So this ma word is there. Ma means not. If you take ma with this yatam, that means ma yatam means don't go. And also ma you can take ma bhaishtam. This ma word can take here also. 2 times you can take anvaya. In 2 places. Ma yatam means don't go. Ma bhaishtam means don't get fear. Astusham, all auspicious. Like that also you can take meaning. That means, okay, we don't need to go to Martiloka, Earth planet. We don't need to get any fear and we can be here and happy. But Lord is saying, that means there is a chance is there. Jaya and Vijaya can take this ma word here also and they may think maybe he's not saying us to go to Earth planet. Like that also they can take. So that's why to clarify this, hey, my meaning is not that. He's saying in the next line here, Brahmateja samartopi hantum neche. That means I can mitigate this Brahmana's curse, but I am not going to do that. Means now in this line he is clarifying. So don't take this ma word in 2 places. Don't take anvaya of the ma word in 2 places. And don't stay back here. But I cannot mitigate or I cannot suppress this Brahmana's curse, but I only sanctioned it. I don't like to mitigate Brahmana's curse. Why? The reason he is giving. The reason he is giving Brahmasapasya amogatva maryadaya mayaiva katatva. Because the Brahmana's curse is so powerful and this is declared by me and this kind of arrangement I only did. I did this. Brahmana's curse is very powerful. So that's why I cannot violate that actually. I only made the rules and I only breaking the rules is not good. Na? So example, when Garuda was attacked by Indra with his Vajrayudha, Garuda can immediately simply, without happening anything, it can go without not being affected by that Vajrayudha. So not being affected by that Vajrayudha, he can easily go away, flee off. But still to respect the Vajrayuda's power, Garuda was giving one feather from his wing. So just so to show to respect the power of Vajrayudha. Similarly here, Lord can easily suppress or finish this curse, but he cannot do that. That's not good also. then everyone will try to counteract the Brahmanas curse. Then Brahmanas will not be having any value. And they are the teachers of the society. And if they are not respected and their curse is not respected, then no fear for the society, and then there is a big chaos in the society. They are the teachers actually, teachers of the society, and they are the brain of the society. And if you have no respect for their words, and if you don't respect their curse, then who will correct the society actually? Who can make this society in a right track? So that's why then everyone start counteracting, and they will be, even Parikshit also respected the Brahmana's curse, Sringi's curse, Brahmana boy. Vaishnavas easily can tolerate that, can suppress that, can counteract that. But still, they want to set an example to the society. Lord and his devotees, even they do some material activities, only that means they might be showing themselves as following the so-called material rules and regulations, only to set an example so that whole society will be in a proper track actually. Otherwise, they will be deviating from their dharma, which is come as per their body, and they will be messing up the whole society. So that's why it's a very important aspect actually. This is known as preaching purpose. Even the pure devotees, for the sake of preaching, they will be accepting their certain varna and they will be following those duties. This will happen actually. Even our devotees, even they are in the pure devotional platform, they has to follow so Vedic rules and regulations, the way Kartamani follow. Even Lord is there in his house. So he left the house and he gave responsibility of caring his mother to him, and he went to forest and he started doing the bhajan 24 hours. So he showed that I am following Vanaprastha ashram dharma, Vanaprastha rules. So being a grihastha, leaving the family and going to the Vanaprastha is very much needed actually. His example is set by him. The same way here. So Lord doesn't want to counteract this curse of Brahmana boys. यथा पक्षांशम् एकं ददौ तथैव एकांशेन एकैकप्रकाशेन So then what happened actually here? As per Vishwanath, what happened? Vishwanath is saying Tathaiva ekamshena means ekaika prakashena. There are prakashas, amshas, there are so many things are there. Ekamshena ekaika prakashena asura-bhavam gacchatam vaikuntopi swarupena tishtam ityatah Vamana charite. According to Vishwanath Thakur is saying that one Swarupa, one Prakasha is in Vaikunta and another Prakasha is in there. So another Prakasha with partially what? So they are becoming Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyakashipu. That means eternally Jaya Vijaya are there in Vaikunta. What is the proof? What is the proof that Jaya Vijaya eternally there in the Vaikunta and also they are now in the form of Jaya and Vijaya and others? There is a proof. If you go to the Vamana Charita, that means the Vamana Bhagavan's appearance and that episode, there we see there was a fighting actually between the Asuras and Devatas. When Vaman Dev was attacked, at that time, so class. So Vamana Dev तान अभिद्रवतो दृष्ट्वा दितिजानि कृपान् नृपा प्रहस्य अनुचरा विष्णोः प्रत्यषेदन्नुदायुधाः Nanda Sunandota Jayo Vijayaha Prabalo Balaha Kumadaha Kumadakshascha Vishwaksena Patatrirat. In that fighting, actually, that means there was a fighting between the Lord's servants and fighting between Asuras, Balimara's estates. There was big fighting. In this fighting, who are there? Nanda, Sunanda, Jaya, Vijaya. Actually, Bali Maharaj, whose son? Bali Maharaj is, yes. Prahlad Maharaj, grandson, Bali. And Prahlad Maharaj is son of Hiranyakashipu. That means Hiranyakashipu, and he was killed by Lord Narsingadev. Now he is going to become Ravanasura. And also we are seeing here Jaya Vijaya. You're understanding? That means what? One set is there in the spiritual world, eternally Jaya Vijaya, and another set, another Prakasha. Set means another Prakasha. So they are became the Jaya and Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Tayoh Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakshatva, Hiranyakashiputva, Anantaram, Ravana Kumbhakarnatva Praptyunmukata cha Lakshate Tayoho Yugapadeva Parshadattva Asuratva Anyathanupapatteeva Avashyameva Vakyam. That means this Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha are there and now they were killed and now they are going to become Ravana and Kumbhakarna and they are going towards that. And also we are seeing here Jaya and Vijaya are fighting with the Balimara's soldiers. But one person, how both can be? So that means what? There are two Prakashas. And like this, like Lord is there, two Prakashas means Lord is there already in the spiritual world and also is existing in the material world with the different Leelas. Also is there in Vrindavan, also is there in Mathura, is there in Uraraka with the different Prakasas. This is the thing. Like that, Lord is, it is Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha's Prakasha, eternally is there in the spiritual world and also with the portion of Prakasha. Not the, see, according to Vishwanath, portion of Prakasha is becoming was what? Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, then after that, Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Okay. Now, we are going to see commentary from Srila Jiva Goswami. What he is saying, let us see. I hope it is clear for all of you. Any questions on this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I can't get it, Prabhu. Please.
You can raise
repeat.
the hand and speak. Otherwise, I can't. Nobody there. Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please explain once, Prabhu. I can't understand it, Prabhu.
Can you
Prakasha.
speak loudly?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Very good. This is very good.
Please explain once again about this Jaya
Huh?
Vijaya. Please explain once again, Prabhu, about the Prakasha of Jaya and Vijaya, Prabhu.
Jaya and Vijaya are there in Vaikuntha also. Jaya and Vijaya are there in the form of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. It's clear?
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu. But in different times.
Huh?
But in different times.
What different types? Simultaneously. इतना स्पेकुलेशन कैसा करते हैं एक्चुअली? How we can make all For simple words also we speculate so much. Why, Mataji? Did I say in different times they are there? I am saying there are two prakashas. They are there in Vaikuntha also. They are now in the Hiranyakashipu in action. Then they are going back further as Ravanasura and Kumbhakarna, and also further like Shishupala and Dantava. What is the proof? Common story. There we are seeing Hiranyakashipu are killed and they are going to become Ravanasura, and also we are seeing Jaya Vijay also fighting with the Bali Maharaj soldiers. Then what we should understand? So there are eternally Jaya Vijay also there in the spiritual world, and their Prakash also is there another Prakasha. So becoming the Ravanasura and others. What is the problem actually? You're not understanding this.
No, Prabhu, now cleared, Prabhu.
Huh?
Cleared, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
This is as per Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Now I am going to explain Srila Jiva Goswami's commentary. It will teach so many lessons for us. This Jiva Goswami's commentary also. I want to really explain this. I feel happy to explain. I don't think, or I think you will feel happy to hear. Leela Shakti. Leela Shakti, did you hear? Did you hear any time? Leela Shakti is a very powerful one. What it does, what is the role of Leela Shakti? Here, Jiva Goswami is saying, Ma Bhaishtam means don't get fear. Sham, that means only auspiciousness. Based upon this, based upon these two words, Jiva Goswami is explaining. Asura bhavopi bhavato jivan muktanam dehavesha iva natanam tattad anukaranam iva cha tad abhasa eva syat iti bhavaha. What Jiva Goswami is saying, based upon the words ma bhaishtam, this is there in the sloka. Sham astu sham. Based upon these two phrases, ma bhaishtam astu sham. That means don't get fear, auspiciousness only. Means what? Jaya and Vijay are not going to become real demons. Like Jivatma, which is covered with the avidya, and now because of the aversion towards the Lord, it will be behaving like it's behaving very badly. That kind of thing. That means Jaya and Vijaya are not going to become real demons. How can you say? Because Lord is saying, Ma Bhaishtam. Ma Bhaishtam means don't get fear. Lord is assuring them, don't get fear. That means you are not going to become really demons. And also Lord is saying that Astusham. What Lord is saying there? Astusham. Astusham means what? Auspiciousness to you or you both. Auspiciousness to you both. Means what? Auspiciousness means you are not going to become really demons. Only you'll be acting like demons. This is the assurance he is giving. He is giving this assurance by these two words or two phrases, you can say. Ma Vaishtam and Astu Shabd. So then what is happening actually? Now he is explaining really what is going to happen. So let us see further. तथैव हि व्याख्यास्यते तैः सप्तमे विष्णुचक्रहतांस हताहंस इत्यत्र तयोरंह एव हतं न तु तौ इति अदिदं षष्ठसन्दर्भे सप्तमवाक्यावतारिकायां क्वचित् लीलाशक्तिरेव इत्यारभ्य वस्तुतः तेन तथा उक्तत्वेन कोपादेतत्वाभावात् इत्येव इत्यन्तेन विवृतम् अस्ति तथा क्वचिच्च लीलाशक्तिरेव स्वयं तल्लीलामाधुर्यपुरुषाय प्रतिकूलेषु अनुकूलेषु च आत्मापकरणेषु तादृशशक्तिं विन्यस्य तादृश तत् प्रियजनानामपि विषय आवेशाद्याभासं सम्पादयति. Actually, Leela Shakti is the primary role it is going to play. What this Leela Shakti is going to do? To happen any Leela, and from that Leela, what is expected? Leela Madhurya Poshaya. That means to maintain or increase the sweetness. This Leela Shakti, what it does? Sometimes, that means appropriately, it may give what? It may give in the parshvanas, in the servants of the Lord, it may produce, otherwise it may produce, this Leela Shakti may produce Vishayavesadhyabhasam. It makes these, the servants, also what? Like what? Like getting attracted towards material things, material objects. Material objects. And but this attraction, whatever they get towards material objects is what? Is just abhasa. Abhasa means semblance. It is a semblance only. It's not real actually. Just it should happen. Otherwise, Leela will not be so sweet. Like example I can give to make all of you understand. When Putana took the form of Lakshmi, that means she is not becoming Lakshmi, like she was become so beautiful woman, and she was holding the lotus flower and she started walking in the streets of Vrindavan. She reached to Nandamara's house. Then by seeing her, Yashoda Maya and Rohini, they thought that Lakshmi only is coming. That means they are seeing the demon, and demons, that means out of Maya, that form, whatever Putana is having, it is what? It is out of Maya. That form. That's material. But here, Yashoda and Rohini are eternal servants of the Lord. Now they are seeing her as like Lakshmi, not like a demon. That means these Nitya Siddha Bhaktas, they are now illusion. They are thinking she is like Lakshmi. How the Nitya Siddhas are getting trapped by this? Because Maya cannot play games on Nitya Siddhas. And Nitya Siddha Bhaktas, they don't get for the material beauty. But now Yashoda and Rohini both are getting the attraction for her, for Putana's beauty. They got illusion. Yes or no? Yes. They got illusion. They got attracted to her. They got it so much. They got attracted actually, and that's why they thought that it is their, it is really any fortune for them. It's our fortune that Lakshmi only came and took you milk to my boy. They were not able to identify she is a Putana. But they are Nitya Siddhas and they have got attraction towards the beauty of one demon. What is this actually? So, like Nitya Siddha Bhaktas, will they get attraction for any beautiful woman? No. So if they also get attraction, then what is this? This is the no. That means the material, that means the spiritual energy is inferior to material energy. Principally what? Nitya Siddha Bhaktas, they should not get attraction to the material beauty. But now why they got? This is the role of Leela Shakti. Leela Shakti will bring attraction in them temporarily. That is also what? That is not really attraction actually. So that what will happen? The Leela will become so nice, so sweet actually. If Rohini and Yashoda Maya, if they don't get any attraction for the Putana, and if they come to know she is Putana, and they are not going to give Krishna to her, and then what will happen? There is no then whole drama will not be happen actually. Then what will happen? Then there will be no fighting with Putana also. Lord want to fight with Putana, and he wants to see in her mother affection actually. When she came to know my boy was attacked by one demon, then she thought that, oh, for my boy there is a danger is there. And because of that, her love multiplied into 1,000 folds actually. And because, oh, my Lalla and my, so my boy, what happened to you? That means after killing Putana, he is playing on the chest of Putana. But mother's affection is different actually. Oh my God. How by the Lord's mercy, my boy is now saved from this demon somehow. And she is holding that boy and she was kissing like anything and she is doing so many things. She was applying the cow dung and she is taking out that drishti actually. Drishti means black vision. Black vision. That means I don't know what you call black vision or something. So by using cow dung, cow's tail actually. This is actually Lord want to see all of these things in her mother. And he wants to see how she will feel so affection and after this danger, Mother Yashoda was showing so much love. And that sweetness he wants to enjoy actually. Even devotees also wants to enjoy this. This love, mother's love, they want to see in the Lord. If it is not there, then what? How? There will be no fighting, no demons, nothing. is completely like a it's like a Nirvishesha Brahman. It's like a Brahman realization. There is no rasa, nothing, no sweetness in the Leelas. All the time, only one thing, always Krishna is supreme and no nothing. Then this kind of, that means he is not. So that's why Leela Shakti, what it does, it always make, sometimes if needed, even the devotees who are Nitya Siddhas, temporarily, and that too, not real, but in temporary way, they will be getting attraction or they got illusioned by Maya, like that we see. That attraction or that illusion is not real, but that is abhasa. Abhasa means semblance, it's only reflection. So we see in them the reflection of illusion because of Leela. So that whole Leela will become so sweet. It is also in a different degrees. Like you see in the one more example. In the case of Balaram, when Brahmaji took away all the gopas, that means boys, and also calves, everything when he took away and he stolen, and he has stolen, he kept somewhere. But Balaram was not stolen, and Krishna himself became all the calves and all the boys, and he was enjoying with everyone. But this thing was not recognized by even Balaram also. Balaram was also not able to identify. So that means these boys are nothing but Krishna only. This he was not able to identify. Here what is happening? Balaram was not able to identify Krishna. So who is nothing but all these cows and calves? If he come to know, then he will say that Krishna only this, then whole Leela will be smashed. Then Leela will not go further actually. So that's why Leela Shakti always make necessary adjustments, or otherwise it will bring necessary reflection of the illusion in even what? Even the Nitya Parshadas. And also Leela Shakti can make even the such a demon, and she is becoming beautiful actually. And also she is not able to feel difficulty to come to Nandamara's house. She directly came to Nandamara's house without asking anyone how she came. This is also Leela Shakti actually. She makes the whole thing so clearly and to happen on time. Otherwise, she takes 2 days, 3 days to find Nandamara's house. By that time, Nandamara will come back and then whole Leela will not happen. Because he went to Mathura to pay the tax and coming back. So that's why here Leela Shakti play a critical role so that Leela will become so sweet. For that, it can bring the illusion, reflection of illusion in the even in the Nitya Parshadas. Now that is in a different degrees. Now in the case of Jaya and Vijaya is also Leela Shakti is playing a role, and she is bringing so illusion in them in a higher degree actually. In a higher degree, and we can see so they are becoming like asuras. Okay. But are they become real asuras? Actually, what happened actually there? Leela Shakti is acting on them now, Jaya and Vijaya. And so that they are becoming Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Means what actually? Now this Jaya and Vijaya, who are eternal servants of the Lord, because of this Leela Shakti, Did they become really asuras? We have to examine now. Actually. This is the next point actually. Like in the case of Mother Yashoda, only for time being she felt Putana is nothing but Lakshmi. Lakshmi Swarupa. That illusion was only for few moments only, or maybe few seconds, few minutes. But here in the case of Jay and Vijaya, whole life after life, 3 lives, they continued as asuras and they acted against the law in all the time, not the 1 minute or 1 hour or 1 day or 1 year, but not only one life, like 3 lives. So here the degree of so bringing this illusion is what is very heavy. Is very heavy. But did they become really asuras? That means asuratvam, whatever is there, is really that we have to see. First of all, we should understand that the asuratvam, whatever we see in Jay and Vijaya, it is not arranged by Brahmana's curse. Because Lord already said that Matam me. Already he said in previously also, this is arranged by me only. This curse is arranged by me, and also he is saying here in this loka, Matam me means this Asuratvam is arranged by me only. Not the curse of what he is saying. This Brahmana's curse I can counteract, but I don't want na ichcha, na ichche, na ham ichche. I don't want matam tu me. He's saying matam tu me means it is arranged by me, it is sanctioned by me. Means what it mean actually? Asuratvam of try to hear the each and every word. Otherwise, if your mind is so many other places and you cannot catch the thing. So matam tu me means whatever asuratvam we are going to see. That asuratvam is real or it's only reflection that we are going to decide. But they are going to become asuras. That is not at all arranged by the curse of Brahmanas. It is because of only Lord's arrangement. How can you say matam tu me word is very important? It is arrangement by me. That is the meaning. Matam tu me means. So now next point is this asuratvam is real or not? That means by Lord arrangement, Jay and Vijay are becoming. Can Lord desire that his servants become real asuras? Can he desire like that? Can he make arrangement like that? It is not at all possible. Lord cannot see his devotees to become asuras. Because Lord doesn't want to see his devotees to do trivarga. That means dharma, artha, kama also he doesn't want to see in the case of his devotees. Dharma, artha, kama means working for dharma and working for dharma and earning money and enjoying. This also he doesn't want to see in his devotees. Then how can you see that? How can you say that Lord can desire to see real asuratvam in his devotees? No. So there is a pramana is there. Lord cannot do this. It's not. Lord cannot desire like that. The various proofs are there. Various slokas are there also on this. Ah. Where it is said? Ah. त्रैवर्किकीया सा विघात असमत Patir vidatte purushasya sakre ityadivihi kaimutya patacha. That means even Lord doesn't want to see his devotees to be entangled in trivarga. Trivarga means doing work and earning money and enjoying. This also he doesn't want to see for his devotees. And how can you say, think that Lord can see his devotees becoming asuras? It's not possible. He cannot desire. That means Lord cannot desire his devotees to become real asura, Jaya and Vijaya, real asuras. Then can you say that Jaya and Vijaya only desiring to become asuras? To get rid of from their aparadha quickly? No. No devotee can desire themselves to become real asuras at any cost. Because devotees, even they don't want to get the Salokya Mukti also. By leaving Bhakti, Asura, becoming Asura means what? Forgetting Lord and entangling in the material things. Becoming Asura means becoming against the Sura. Sura means Lord, Vishnu. Becoming against the Lord. Really, not I am saying. Real Asura. Even real Asura. So can Jaya and Vijaya desire to become real Asura? Real. Sura means Vishnu. Asura means becoming against Vishnu. So any devotee can think like that. Leaving Bhakti and becoming Asura. If you become Asura means leaving Bhakti. Can anyone really they want to become? Can you think that Jay and Vijay want to become like that to get rid of from their aparadha quickly? No, no, no. No one wants to become like that because we hear many places devotees are saying that even let me go to hell, but I cannot forget bhakti. That means I cannot become bhakti means what? Anukulyena Krishnanusilna means always becoming favorable to serve the Lord. So that's why everyone, every devotee, you can see in the prayers also. Even if I do so many misdeeds, send me to the hell, but don't make me to forget bhakti. I don't want to forget bhakti, but send me hell. I can take any punishment, but I don't want to forget bhakti or I don't want to leave bhakti. This is mood of every devotee. So can you say based upon this, Jaya and Vijaya want to become really so forget bhakti and become against to the Vishnu? No. That means Lord is not desiring they Jaya and Vijaya to become real demons. That means really forgetting him and becoming asuras and acting like that. And also Jaya and Vijaya himself they don't want to. And also these munis they are having any role and they don't their curse is not at all having any role here because already said that matam to me, that means everything is arranged by me only. So that's why these brahmanas curse is not having any significance role in the year. That means kumaras are out from the picture. They are not the cause for asuratvam at all, so remove out them. Then Lord cannot desire to become his devotees to become real asuras. And Jaya and Vijaya themselves, they cannot desire to become real asuras. Then who are remaining? You and me. That means other devotees. Other devotees. Can other devotees desire Jaya and Vijaya to become real asuras? It cannot be possible actually. Why? Being a devotee, can you expect other devotee to become against the Lord, forget Lord, and they should suffer? Any devotee, any real devotee can think like this. No. And maybe non-devotees they may think, but non-devotees thinking non-devotee even desire, that is not going to happen. Who cares the non-devotee's desire? So that's why for our case, importance is what? Either Lord desire or the Jai Vijay desire or otherwise other devotees. So based upon whose desire they are becoming real asuras, nobody is there. Nobody is there actually. Nobody wants them to be real asuras. They themselves don't want. Vishnu doesn't want. Even other devotees doesn't want, because devotees always very well wishers of devotees. Bhakta Sauhruda. What is that? Bhakta Sauhruda Viroda Deva Bhakti Swabhava. So if bhakti is there in our heart, we want to see everyone to be happy and everyone to be bhakta. That is the nature of the bhakti. We don't want to see anything go against the Lord. That is the nature of the bhakti. And every devotee thinks that wellness of other devotee only. Nobody want other devotee to become asura. So that means other devotees also cannot desire a real asuratvam, a real demonic nature in Jaya and Vijaya. So that means Brahmana's curse is not doing, Lord desire is not there, and Jaya Vijaya's desire also is not caused, and other devotees also not caused, cannot be caused. So that's why, and other demons don't care for them. So that's why Jaya and Vijaya's, whatever the enmity nature, Asuratma or enmity nature is there, enmity, this enmity is not real enmity. Vairabhavam or Asuratvam means is not real Asuratvam or is not real enmity. This is not real enmity. That is concluded clearly. That means Jaya and Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, then what then? We see they are fighting with the Lord. They are scolding. Then what is this? Now let us see. What happened here? Are screen share is not doing. People are don't say actually. You don't understand. I am explaining on the screen or I am speaking. If people don't sense that actually.
No, bro. It's like you're telling story.
Then
I was just here.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Actually,
You see, you draw so much.
these like that. Okay, that sense. I am explaining on the board. Acha, I think you are all imagining in your mind, whatever I am saying. Very good. So I said these are four Kumaras are the not cause. Lord is not cause for real enmity in that people. Lord, and also Jaya Vijaya, that is Lord's desire is not cause. Lord, otherwise why Lord will not desire, and also Jaya Vijaya don't desire. They cannot desire to become real enemies, and other devotees also they cannot. So then ultimately what we should conclude, that enmity is not real. It is only what? Semblance. It's only reflection. That means what happened then? Then what happened, you see, there is a one body, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, out of Maya. So which is created actually. Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha's bodies are created. And here Jaya and Vijaya. This is Jaya and Vijaya. Jaya and Vijaya, these their body is what? They have form actually. Spiritual body they have. This body is out of what? Vishuddha Sattva. This is out of Vishuddha Sattva. That means pure goodness. Already they have eternal form. Jaya Vijaya have the eternal form. But Jivatma, in our case, Jivatma is uniform form. They don't have any spiritual body. It's uniform form. But here Jaya Vijaya are having the spiritual body and using the anima, lagima, mahima, different kinds of siddhis, because Visuddha Sattva is also possessing all the siddhis also. and they are becoming like a smallest of all, and they are entering into these bodies which are made out of Maya. This is known as Upadhi. Upadhi means like one. So out of Maya, these material bodies are made, and they entered into this, becoming very small using Anima, Lagma, and Mahima. They entered like this, become small, and they entered into these bodies. After entering, what happened then? Okay. After entering this is out of material body. This is out of matter actually. This body is out of matter. This Maya. Maya means out of matter. And when this spirit, not spirit soul, this is a spiritual form itself entered actually. Spiritual form directly entered in this, and then this Maya is now get the Chetana. Now it is becoming active. By being presence of soul, body is active, na? You having the living symptoms. Similarly, this matter, body out of matter, is now becoming as active and conscious. And they are there, Jay and Vijay are there in that body. Stitaya api bhakti vasanaya prabhavena tatra anavishtu eva tishtaha. Because of this is full of, these bodies are out of Suddha Sattva, and they are fully devotional. And they are there in this body, and by this body there are so many actions are happening, like prakrute krimanani gune karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate. In Jivatma's case, what happens in a Jivatma which is covered with the avidya, when it enters into a body, so then what will happen? So all the actions are made by the body, but this Jivatma which is covered by the avidya, because of false ego, thinks that all the actions done by body as his own. That means here Baddha Jiva enters into the actions of the body and claims that those actions are done by him, by himself. Ahankara Vimudatma. That is the meaning of Ahankara Vimudatma. Karta aham iti manyate. But in the case of Jaya Vijaya, not like that. Even they are in the body, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha body, they are not, because of Bhakti Vasana. Because of Bhakti is there already with them. No, Bhakti cannot be defeated by anything. So, but just in that body, and the actions are happening, like scolding, fighting. But they are never claiming those activities are their activities. Jaya and Vijaya are inside there. They are not claiming. Through this body, everything is happening. Like you will be dressing like you are now dressing like a Ravanasura. And now you started fighting in a drama. Let us take a drama. So you are there internally consciousness. I am not Ravanasura. I am the servant of Rama only. But time being, you are in the role of Ravanasura in that way, in that vesha. You put that vesha, and you will be fighting now. But what is the inner consciousness? I am not Ravanasura. But still you will be endeavoring to justify that role or not nicely. Same way. Here Jaya Vijay also. That means they didn't become real asuras. If you say they become real asuras, then who is cause for that? If they forgot their spiritual position, if they that is covered, means that means some Shakti is there beyond the bhakti. What is that then? Which can make them materially real asuras. So that's why it's impossible. They cannot become a real asuras. समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? Are you getting?
Yes, Prabhu.
So they You can take how to merge the both commentaries, then you should take like this. That means in Vaikuntha, one pair is the one Prakasha is there, another Prakasha is there. Another Prakasha. Prakasha means manifesting in different places, same form manifesting in different places. So another Prakasha is there in Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha body also. Because Vishwanath is also saying, na, they are there and they are there in the, they are there originally in Vaikuntha and also they are there in these bodies. Yes, they are, these are Hiranyakashipu, Jaya and Vijay are there in the Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha body, and but they are not, as per Jiva Goswami, they are there in that, but they are not influenced by that body. They don't claim, like drama. Okay. How can you prove? In coming chapters, you will seeing. You will be seeing. What you will be seeing is our Sridhar Swami himself is quoting actually. He is saying that, Sridhar Swami is saying that, in the Tika it is said that, प्रचंड मन्युत्वम अधिक्षेपादिकम च अनुकरण मात्रम दैत्यवाक्य भीतानां देवानां भय निवृत्ते वस्तुतः तेन तथा वक्तत्वेन कोपादि हेतुत्व इति एषा. There the fighting, there the scolding and showing the anger. This Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu showing the anger and all these are all what? Anukarana matram. They are all just imitation. Hiranyaksha scolds like anything. Varaha, Are Suvar Idaraya, you are a pig. You came here. Like that, he was scolding like anything by seeing the Varaha. All these are all what Sridhar Swami is saying. These scoldings are anukarana matra, means just imitation only, not really he is scolding. Your understanding? That's why Lord is saying, Ma bhaishtam astusham. That is the reason. Ma bhaishtam astusham. Don't worry, all auspicious. That means you are not going to become really asuras. Because Brahmana's curse cannot make a devotee into non-devotee. No. That power is not there with that Brahmana's curse. Only Lord desire can make, or otherwise devotees desire or other devotees. But they cannot desire that thing. Nobody can desire. That means non-devotee they cannot become. That means forgetting Lord, becoming Asura, getting the enmity, that is not real enmity. So, you understood? So, like this, Yavat Brahmanatva Upahita Bhaktinam Sannidhyamasit Brahmanatva Upahita Bhaktinam Sannidhyamasit Tavad Brahmanyata Gunaeva Prabala Asit. Aduna Suddha Bhakta Guna Sannidhyatu Suddha Bhakta Vatsalyam. See, when there was, what is another important point? Kumaras were there when in the picture. Lord Vishnu and Kumaras are there. Till the time when Kumaras are there, Kumaras are what? They are also devotees, of course, because of their father's mercy, they are also devotees. But what? Brahmanatva Upahita devotees. They are devotees, but not. They are devotees, but they are covered with what? Brahmanatvam. Upahitam means what? So their devotion is covered. Upahitam means covered with what? Brahmanatvam. Brahmanatvam means what, you know, na? Brahmanatvam means Brahmananess. Their bhakti is covered with Brahmananess. So, because of their association, law in the Lord, what quality is raising up? Brahmanyatvam. Brahmanyatvam means protecting Brahmanas. Lord is having several qualities. Bhaktavatsalyam, this quality also is there. That means Bhaktavatsalyam means what? Affectionate to the devotees. Lord is also having the quality. What is that quality? Brahmanatva means protecting Brahmanas. This quality also he is having. So, in the association of these Kumaras, his protecting Brahmana quality is in the superior position. So that's why he was, that quality came out and he said that don't worry, you people are not doing any offense, and this curse is not because of you people and it is arranged by me only. Like that he said. When they went off, now they went off. Now who are there in front of him? In front of him only Jaya and Vijay are there. So in these people's association, then Bhakta Vatsalya came out. Brahmanatvam quality went down. And now Bhakta Vatsalya quality came up. Now he's saying, Are ye Brahmanon ka curse. These Brahmanas curse is nothing what it can be. I can easily defeat it. I can easily remove it. But anyway, I am just respecting the. But don't worry. Ma Bhaishtam. Don't worry. Don't get fear. Astusam. That means all auspicious. That means, hey, you are not going to become real asuras. Just go there and just do drama. This is the understanding. Okay? If you understand, it's good. Otherwise, you hear again. We'll go to next sloka. Any questions before that? Okay. So, if you reconcile both commentaries, then what you should understand? Once that means Jaya and Vijay are there eternally in the Vaikuntha, and also even Amsha Rupena. That means another Prakasha in Amsha form. Even it is there in the Hiranyakashipu Hiranyaksha, but there also they are not entering into the actions done by that bodies. But Jivatma, which is covered with avidya, it will enter. Even if you earn something, then you think that I earn, and if you feel happiness comes in the mind, then we say that I am happy. But in the case of Hiranyakashipu Hiranyaksha, the Jaya and Vijay who are residing in that, they are not claiming those. So that's why, yes. As explained in connection with the text 26, all the incidents that took place had the approval of the Lord. Approval of the Lord. So you should read Prabhupada's purports, and to get better understanding, you should read Acharya's commentary also. Okay? This is very important. Prabhupada actually gives the basic information, but a serious student should study Acharya's commentary. Prabhupada himself writes in the first canto, first chapter, first sloka, purport also. But one time, Prabhupada purports, if you read, at least you get some understanding. In detailed understanding, you'll get from commentary. So that's why it's Lord's arrangement. But how it is Lord's arrangement? What happened? So whether they became real, they got real enmity or not. So what is this Leela Shakti? All these things you'll reading from commentaries. Prabhupada cannot write everything, because if he write, then you people will not purchase Bhagavatam at all and read it, because it will become so voluminous. It will become so big book. Or three commentaries. If we add Sridhar commentary, Vishwanath, and also Jiva Goswami, everything, all details, will become mad also. Small brains cannot understand in the first reading. And they will get confused also, what is this everything. So that's why he simplified and he gave the basic information. So get understanding that, and you are all serious practitioners and should study others' commentary. Prabhupada wanted this from all of us. From all of us, okay? There is no possibility that the four sages could be so angry with the doorkeepers, nor could his supreme Lord neglect his doorkeepers, nor can one can come back from Vaikuntha after once taking birth there, nor can one come back from Vaikuntha after once taking birth there. So Prabhupada is also saying all these incidents therefore were designed by Lord himself for the sake of his pastimes in the material world. That means Prabhupada is, after reading entire commentary in a simplified words, is saying in a summary way, everything because of Leela Shakti only, and there is no possibility of becoming their real demons, and they cannot come back also because they are there, Jaya Vijaya, there as a one Swarupa, one Prakasha is there, and another Prakasha is there. In a partial way, another Prakasha is there in Jaya and Vijaya, in the Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha body. By becoming and by using Anima Lagima Shaktis, they inside that. That he plainly says that it was done with his approval. That means Matam to me. Otherwise, it would have been impossible for inhabitants of Vaikuntha to come back to this material world simply because of a Brahmanical curse. Vaikuntha people, because of Brahmanical curse, they came to material world and they became really demons, means it's a bogus then. That means Brahmanas means they are in the Brahman realization maximum. That means they are in the mode of goodness. Mode of goodness is defeating bhakti, is against the Siddhanta. If you say mode of goodness can suppress the bhakti, then gone. Then gone. Then our philosophy doob jayega actually. It will be finished. That means Brahmana's curse doesn't have any ability to make someone non-devotee actually. So simply to come back to this material world simply because of Brahmanical curse. The Lord especially blessed the so-called culprits, all glories. The Lord especially blessed the so-called culprits, all glories unto you. A devotee once accepted by Lord can never fall down. Only when they are Brahmanas in front of him, then at that time Brahmanyatvam quality came up, and it is because of that he was pacifying them. But his Bhakta Vatsalyam is not going to go out actually. It is very common to him. That is very natural quality in him. So he cannot make his devotees to become really enemies of him. Lord is so merciful. Once going to the Vaikuntha means no possibility of coming to this middle world. No jiva can fall down from Vaikuntha. Note this point on your heart actually. Next. Etat puraiva nirdishtam ramaya kruddaya yada purapara purapavarita vishanti mayuparate. This departure from Vaikuntha was foretold by Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. She was very angry because when she left my abode and then returned, you stopped her at the gate while I was sleeping. This story actually is another story. Next, Lakshmi and then she was very angry because she was left my abode and then returned. You stopped. Jaya Vijaya stopped that. That is another story. It's not here. Mayi samrambha yogena nistirya brahma helanam pratyeshyatam nikasham me kale nalpiyasa puna. The Lord assured the two Vaikuntha inhabitants, Jaya and Vijaya, by practicing mystic yoga system in anger, you will be cleansed of the sin of disobeying the Brahmanas and within a very short time return to me. So very soon they will come back actually. Because they will finish the drama and they will come back. As per drama, now we should go on. So we are explaining it is only drama. To that we give explanation. Now you should continue with the drama only. Now you should not see everything as real. While watching drama, you should not think that he is not Ravanasura and he is not Rama. Oh, he is my friend only. Like that you should not think. Yes or no? While watching movie, you should not always think that, oh, this is not the real, this is not the real, this is not the real. If while watching serials, while watching the like Korean serials, you are all watching or not? Uh, so you are all watching serials at that time, how you will feel? You will be feeling that that is a hero and heroine and that's happening really. Like that only you watch now. It's not like that every minute you think that, oh, this is not simply drama and I don't want to see it as a drama and just to see it's like real, it's not real, it's not real. Like that you think? No, no. Like that, you'll involve in drama or not? Similarly, you should involve. No drama is continued actually. So he's saying, so now you curse because of disrespecting this Jaya and Vijaya, sorry, Brahmanas, so you'll go and you'll cleanse. This is as per drama. The Supreme Personality of God had advised the doorkeeper Jaya and Vijaya that by dint of Bhakti Yoga, 1 second. So that means he is assuring that you will all come back. And what Prabhupada is writing. So the Supreme Personality of God advised the doorkeeper Jaya and Vijaya that by dint of Bhakti Yoga in anger, they would be delivered from the curse of Brahmana. This is also one of the lesson he's teaching through this drama to everyone. Many lessons are there. So if you do that way, you should always careful about offenses. And one thing is, another thing is, so someone with enmity also, if they remember Lord, they will be delivered. So such a remarks are there. You can take this from this. One can practice Bhakti Yoga in many rasas. So the 12 rasas, 5 primary and 7 secondary. So these are all explained in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. But remembering Lord in being enemy is not good. Anukulyena Krishnanusilana. Manmana bhav madhyakto madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Favorably remembering Krishna is very important. Always think of me. Manmana bhava means always think of me. Always means 24 hours. It doesn't matter which way one thinks. But recommended is what? Anukulyena Krishnanusilana. Favorably. In the material planets, there are different grades of sinful activities, of which disrespecting Brahmana or a Vaishnava is the most sinful. So that's why we should not be disrespecting Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Here it is clearly stated that one can overcome even the grave sin simply by thinking of Vishnu, not even favorably, but in anger. Thus, even if those who are not devotees always think of Vishnu, they become free from all sinful activities. Krishna consciousness is the highest form of thought. Whatever the activities are given in our Krishna consciousness is what? To reach the stage of everyone to come to the pure devotional platform. That means having direct connection with the Lord, always thinking or hearing or remembering or so chanting, that should happen. That is the purpose. Even your guru engaged you in work, doing work and getting results, or constructing temple or this and that. The goal is to become Krishna conscious 24 hours, to make you surrender fully. So that's why pure devotion service is the goal. Then real bhakti begins. But don't think that what you are doing that is enough and I'll go on with the enjoyment and also so-called bhakti, little bhakti. No. द्वास्तावादिश्य भगवान् विमानश्रेणिभूषणम् सर्वातिशयया लक्ष्म्या तुष्टं स्वं दिष्ट्यमाविशत्. This whole story happened at the gate number 7. Now from gate number 7 he will go back. After speaking at the door of Vaikuntha, the Lord returned to his abode where there are many celestial airplanes and all surpassing wealth and splendor. This whole incident happened and Lord went back to his city, his house actually, his palace. It is clear from this verse that all the incidents took place at the entrance of Vaikuntha Loka. In other words, the sages were not actually within Vaikuntha Loka, but were at the gate. It could be asked, how could they return to the material world if they entered Vaikuntha? But factually, they didn't enter. Even if you take they entered, there is no problem. We said that Acharyas, they give different opinions, no problem. So I said previously, king sometimes calls sometimes animals like tigers and like lions and like bears and others only to show to his queen and that's the royal people actually. Similarly, even Baddha Jivas are allowed, even the Bhrugu. So they entered, they are conditioned people, but only for the sake of so some purpose. For some entertainment of Vaikuntavasis, these will be allowed actually. These people are allowed. There are many similar incidents with great yogis and brahmanas by dint of their yoga practice have gone from the material world to Vaikuntha, but they were not meant to stay there. Prabhupada is writing here. Even they enter, they are not meant to stay there. They are kicked out. They come back. It is also confirmed here that the Lord was surrounded by many Vaikuntha airplanes. Vaikuntha Loka is described here as having splendid opulences, far surpassing the splendor of this material world. All other living creatures, including the demigods, are born of Brahma, and Brahma is born of Lord Vishnu. Okay, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. Okay, next. तौतु गीर्वाणऋषभो दुस्तरादरिलोकतः हतश्रियौ ब्रह्मशापात् अभूतां विगतस्मयो अभूतां. Another 15 minutes. But those two gatekeepers, the best of the demigods, their beauty and luster diminished by the curse of the Brahmanas, became morose and fell from Vaikuntha, the abode of the Supreme Lord. Then, those two gatekeepers, the best of demigods, their beauty, luster diminished by the curse of Brahmana, became morose and fell from Vaikuntha. So, as per drama, it is continued like we are seeing that they are falling from there and coming into the bodies of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Tada Vikunta Dishna Tayo Nipata Manayo Ahakaro Mahanasi Vimanagryeshu Putrakah. Then, as Jaya and Vijaya fell from the Lord's abode, a great roar of disappointment arose from all the demigods who were sitting in their splendid airplanes. So, when they are coming, falling, all these demigods now watching, oh my God, such exalted personality, Jaya and Vijaya are falling and coming to become demons. तावेव ह्यधुना प्राप्तो पार्षद प्रवरौ हरेः दितेर्जठरनिर्विष्टं काश्यपं तेजवल्बणम्. Lord Brahma continued, those two principal doorkeepers of personality of Godhead had now entered the womb of Diti, the powerful semen of Kashyapa Muni having covered them. So here is clear proof those two entered into the semen of Kashyapa and then they entered into the womb of Diti. Of how a living entity coming originally from Vaikuntha Loka is encaged in material elements. So, living entity takes shelter. Sir, here Vaikuntha Loka means when we go to the Swarga Loka, we after Punya is finished, then we will be. Already we led. But Prabhupada writes, so sometimes we are falling from Vaikuntha only for the sake of so making all understand that so we are not good enough. We are very in the bad situation. So like that only, but the main thing is no jiva can fall down from Vaikuntha. So the living entity takes shelter within the semen of a father, which is injected within the womb of mother, and then the help of mother emulsified Om, the living entity grows a particular type of a body. In this connection, it is to be remembered that the mind of Kashyapa Muni was not in order when he conceived the two sons. Okay, therefore the semen he discharged was simultaneously extremely powerful and mixed with the quality of anger. In a wrong time, they did. For this purpose, the Garbhadana Samskara is recommended in the Vedic scriptures. If the mind of the father is not sober, the semen discharge will not be very good. So that's why while doing sex, both male and female should be in a peaceful way. That's why they should clean their body and also make the whole room decorated and having the nice aroma and chanting holy names nicely, whole day chanting and taking nice prasadam. And with the happy mood, they should come together to produce a child. Then the pleasing mood, then if they have that, otherwise out of frustration, out of anger or out of this and that, then the semen will discharge will not be good. Then those boys are also like that only. Thus, the living entity wrapped in the material produced from the father and mother will be demonic like Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So, the conditions of the conception are to be carefully situated. This is very great science. Everyone should follow Garbhadana Samskara properly. Otherwise, all demons will come and it is very difficult for us to preach them. And we will suffering like anything. To make them to understand, we are speaking hours and hours, but not understanding. Because it's the duty of all grustas to produce nice children so that they can be useful for our preaching purpose. Otherwise, it's you may just give the children birth and but who will be taking the whole suffering? Teachers. We. You will be only suffering for only for giving birth. But after that, whole day in the school, in the colleges, in the our ashrams, they will be troubling us. Okay, just another 2 more minutes. Don't people started leaving actually. Let me. Tayorasurayoratya tejasa yamayorhiva akshiptam teja etarhi Bhagavan tadvidatsati Bhagavan tadviditsati. It is the prowess of these twin asuras that has disturbed you. Because of their presence in the mother Diti, whole world became black, actually dark. For it has minimized your power. Even the Devata's power was minimized. There is no remedy within your power. However, for it is the Lord Himself who desires to do all this. Thus, the Lord is desiring, so nobody can stop. Next, Viswasya yastiti layodbhava hetu radya yoga ishwareirapi duratyaya yoga maya kshemam vidasyati sano bhagavan trayadisha tatrasmadiya vimrushena kriyani hartaha. My dear sons, Brahmaji is saying, the Lord is the controller of three modes of nature and is responsible for the creation, preservation, dissolution of the universe. His wonderful creative power, Yoga Maya, cannot be easily understood even by the masters of yoga. That most ancient persons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will come to our rescue. Brahma is saying that I cannot save you from the Hiranyakashipu Hiranyaksha, and he should come, and he is very mystic actually. His powers are mystic. What purpose can we serve on his behalf by deliberating on this subject? अब ज्यादा डिस्कस करके क्या फायदा? What is the use of discussing so much? How can we solve this problem, that problem? No, let Lord will come. When something is arranged by the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one should not be disturbed by it. Even if it appears to be reverse according to one's calculation, we may think, oh, this could not be happen, that could not be happen. But if it happened, then take it as Lord's will only, Lord's grant only. For example, sometimes we see that a powerful preacher is killed, or sometimes he is put into difficulty, just as Haridas Thakur was. He was a great devotee who came into this material world to execute the will of the Lord by preaching the Lord's glories. But Haridas Thakur was punished at the hands of Kazi by being beaten in 22 marketplaces. Similarly, Lord Jesus Christ was crucified, and Prahlad Maharaj was put through so many tribulations. The Pandavas, who were direct friends of Krishna, lost their kingdom. Their wife was insulted, and they had to undergo many severe tribulations. Seeing all these reverses affect devotees, one should not be disturbed. One should simply understand that in these matters there must be some plan of Supreme Personality of God. This is, it is inconceivable. Lord's plan is inconceivable. The Bhagavatam's conclusion is that a devotee is never disturbed by such divorces. He accepts even reverse conditions as the grace of the Lord. This is the point has to be noted. He accepts even reverse conditions as the grace of the Lord. One who continues to serve the Lord, even in the reverse conditions, he is assured that he will go back to Godhead, back to the Vaikuntha planets. Lord Brahma assured the demigods that there was no use in talking about how the disturbing situations of darkness was taking place, since the actual fact was that it was ordered by the Supreme Lord. Brahma knew this because he was a great devotee. It was possible for him to understand the plan of the Lord. So, okay, don't get disturbed. Whatever difficulties you are facing in your life, take it as a grant, as a Lord's arrangement, and take in favorable to the devotion and become more and more devotional. Okay? Srinivas, Govinda. Thus end the Bhakti and the purports of third canto, 16th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled The Two Doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, Jaya and Vijaya, cursed by the sages. Thus end the class here. See you
Thank you very much, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, that means you will be teaching us next chapters or no, Prabhu?
No, because tomorrow onwards we have scheduled even more than 6 also, 6:37 like that. So that's why. And after that I have Bangalore trip. Then after that I have Telugu classes in March onwards. I promised to them 3 months back, 4 months back. Telugu courses I will start.
Okay, Prabhu.
Next chapters are quite plain chapters. No such a intricate things are not there to understand so deeply. Such a things are not there. In previous chapter, one important thing is Lord's mercy always flows behind the devotee's mercy. That's a very crucial point. So that we should be very careful about the Vaishnavas and we should not commit offense. And this chapter we can have so many points actually here. So today and also last class we discussed. So can all try to remember and understand the science, devotional science. If you understand, then your commentary and your explanations on every episode will be in line with our philosophy. Otherwise, so much wrong speculation and wrong conclusions and wrong teachings and disservice to this movement actually.
Prabhu, can you pass us the commentary for the previous chapters on the English commentaries?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for the classes. Always, whenever you come and give us classes, always a turning point for us.
Yeah, things come life.
So thank you very much. I'll inform Murli Prabhu about the class. And thank you again, Prabhu.
Thank you very much for all of you. Your people's capacity is increasing slowly. So you are all coming on the extra time, Sundays. This is really, you are all facilitating me to take chance and speak anytime. Anytime I am calling, so you are all coming. So this is really I'm happy actually with this.
Because we
So
know how much jewel it is, Prabhu. That's why we
Yeah,
don't want to miss it.
precious.
you are adjusting yourself. This is very nice. Yes, Golokeshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for your wonderful class. It was a lot of churning, and I clearly understood whatever I'm practicing is only Bhakti Abash and it's not even Bhakti. Thank you for those tight slaps.
Mr. Bhakti,
And-
ours is, it's not pure devotional service at all.
Yes,
So,
yes,
yeah.
Prabhu.
Yes,
So,
Mother,
Prabhu,
continue.
I have a question. Like you were telling, us to read the commentaries of the previous acharyas, but when we hear from our senior devotees, they say, "Oh, only Prabhupada's purport is enough to read." So, how do we understand this, and how do we go to the next level of understanding Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhu?
Oh, no, actually, they are fear of only, I think, actually, maybe we should not be get lost, or otherwise, not one should not neglect the Prabhupada books. Some people are neglecting and jumping to the Acharya's commentary only and not seeing the work done by Prabhupada. So that is not good, na, actually. Acharya, immediate Acharya, he has something to say us. So that's why we should finish our commentaries, our studies, finish our studies of Prabhupada books. Then after that, you can go to the others. But Prabhupada is not at all stopping you or me or us. So let me show that. So he himself, I showed to you all or not? That Prabhupada's, what is his opinion about Acharya's commentary?
No, Prabhu, we have not seen. Prabhu.
Okay, I will show to you all. So with maturity, we should understand the Prabhupada instructions and also we should be careful about Vaishnavas to not to commit offense. You should check what is the intention behind their instruction. So see here, within the past 500 years, many erudite scholars and acharyas like Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Vallabhacharya, and many other distinguished scholars, even after the time of Lord Chaitanya, made elaborate commentaries on the Bhagavatam. And the serious student would do well to attempt to go through them to better relish the transcendental messages. If you are a serious student, would do well to attempt to go through them to better relish the transcendental message. See, this is the clear instruction from Srila Prabhupada from first chapter, first sloka purport only he is writing. He is not saying that my purport's only enough and you should not read others Acharya's comment. He didn't say anywhere like this. He will not say also. He cannot say like that. So that's why And we should not make our followers ignorant. I am ignorant and my followers also should be ignorant. And they should not exceed me. They should not know more than me. This is not a good idea actually. You should not suppress and also someone's enthusiasm to learn. As much as one learn and you will become so much humble actually. The symptom of learning is becoming more and more humble and more simple actually. If someone is not becoming humble and simple, then he is not really studying the Shastra. So you cannot quote some bad examples. A few people read some commentaries and they went out of the movement and they did this and that. That is their problem. Even the many people we are initiating and they are studying only Prabhupada books, and thousands of people also leaving the Sampradaya, leaving the movement. So we should not try to cheat the people by saying not to study others Acharya's commentary. It is against the Prabhupada's philosophy. Okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yes. Sometimes people think that if my followers knows more, then they can ask so many questions and they can ask my things. Then let me make them on the name of Prabhupada, let me make them ignorant, and so that I can control. This is not a right concept actually. By making foolish followers are not good actually. Educate yourself and educate others and make the whole atmosphere as fully educated people, then everyone will be in a proper line actually. Then there will be no misunderstandings. Because of not having the proper understanding about our philosophy and our movement, so there are so many misconceptions and misunderstandings and fighting. What is solution? Like if there are blind people, there are 6 blind people, and they are holding the one elephant and thinking that it is something else. Similarly, who are not knowing the properly our philosophy, they are like a blind people. And blind people, they will try to understand Prabhupada mission in different ways and they fight each other. They quarrel each other. This is happening in the society. They are not knowing the truth properly and their limited knowledge, they are understanding the Prabhupada mission in a limited way and they are fighting for that. This is not a right, healthy situation for the moment. Okay? You be learn and you make others to be learned. This is the Prabhupada's mood actually.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Any questions? Okay, thank you very much for all of you for kind and patient hearing. So, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Vishwanath
Thank you,
Chakravarti
Prabhuji.
Thakur
Thank
ki
you very
jai.
much.
Srila Jiva Goswami ki
Thank you
jai.
very much.
Nitai Gaur
Thank
Premanandi.
you very much for your
Thank
class.
you very much, Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam.
Venugopal Prabhu ki jai.
Thank
We
you.
beg for your blessings.
Thank you for all of
progress in
you.
our Krishna
See, you will meet in another
consciousness.
module, maybe somewhere, when I find. Anyway, please continue your studies. Don't stop Bhakti Vaibhava. So we'll meet again definitely in somewhere some unit.
Must, Prabhu, must.